So have you, Liam, have you worked on any other AU projects?
Not since the one I told you about. I got the film back. I got to see it. I had a small role as a cop, but I think it turned out okay.
Nice.
I mean, in terms of my performance, it turned out okay. The film was great. Always.
Has he posted it anywhere?
He has not. He's been keeping it. He's submitting it to a bunch of festivals, so he doesn't want to share it or disqualify it in any way. So
Not yet.
I can't quite share it yet either.
Yeah. Hey, what's up, Dwayne?
How are you?
How are you,
Hello.
brother? I don't know if you guys met or I don't know if you reached out to him, but Liam is gonna be Bama, so it's gonna be you two in the scene together. Dwayne will be Nesta.
Bama.
Nice to meet you, Dwayne.
Nice meeting you too.
And I know I'm gonna mess it up again, but Madaril.
Hmm?
Can you hear me? Hey, what's up, brother?
Sorry, fellas. Oh, okay, I got it now. No, I can hear you. Sorry.
Okay. And I'm sorry, Madaril will be Wadud, Captain Wadud. Do you have a
nice.
nickname? I'm so sorry. Like I keep butchering your name.
No, it's fine. MD is fine. No worries
MD.
on that. Yes, sir.
MD. Nice.
MD.
Lou, nice to
MD and
meet
Dwayne Beck. Oops, sorry. Becky will be set design, graphics, and she'll be our narrator for today.
Okay.
Hello.
And then we're waiting for one more person. Let me see. How's everybody day been?
Good.
Good, pretty busy.
All right.
It's been a day. We'll say that.
Are
much.
y'all working on other projects? Or have you been actually working through COVID, or was that on hold?
Well, I guess I'll go first. I'm actually leaving this weekend to work on a project for I guess the next 5 days, and it's actually called Cake Soap. It's an interesting story, and the director. It's a big project, and it's gonna come together. So I'm working on that one right now, and then I guess a couple of weekends from now, it'll be another project, Untold basketball story. So
Mhm.
Did you say
That's
cake
what-
soap?
Where are you traveling to?
say
Go ahead,
again?
Liam, sorry.
I'm sorry. I said, did you say cake soap?
Cake Soap, yes.
I feel like I saw that. I don't know if I could apply for it based on the qualifications. I don't remember. It just sounds familiar. Is it a short film?
Yeah, yes, it is. So, yeah, shooting first day is tomorrow, and it
Awesome.
will go through, I believe, next Tuesday.
Where are you guys
Great.
shooting? Where are you traveling to?
Norfolk,
Oh,
Virginia.
Norfolk.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let me. We're just waiting for Andreas, who's going to be playing Roberts.
Hmm.
Becky,
Okay.
I'm going to make you co-host so I can, just in case when I come out to text,
To me.
so that way it doesn't stop it. Give me 1 second, I'll be right back.
Awkward silence. Hello.
I know, right?
So, how's it going? I mean, anybody want to give a little insight on their journey as up to this point? Liam, Dwayne?
Yeah.
Sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm. This is like my first year using anything like Backstage to find acting roles. I did acting in college for Filmmakers Club at the University of Maryland, but other than that, I didn't do anything for anybody else besides like my own goofy home videos. So I've always liked it, and with the help of some encouragement from my girlfriend, I've actually been able to get a few things this year, and it's been a ride. It's been really fun. So I'm looking forward to this film, obviously, but doing short films is great for me right now because I work as a video editor full time. But I'm trying to definitely build that acting resume, meet cool people, be in cool stories, and just have fun, really. But I do want to take it pretty seriously, and eventually, maybe full time. Hopefully, that's the goal.
That's all our dream, right?
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Andres, sorry, I know I just texted you and you logged on,
Yeah,
so
no
ignore
problem.
that text. Hi, how are you?
Good. Hi, everybody.
So, this is Andreas. He'll be Master Sergeant Roberts. Thank you all. First of all, thank you all. I know everybody's busy, so I appreciate the time that you put forth and all the emails that you got from me. For today, I'm not gonna keep you for too long. Maybe like an hour and a half. The plan is to start off just reading, do a read through, just simple, no direction, nothing. After the read through, I'm gonna open it up. If you have questions, if you have concerns, anything, and then the second read through, we'll do it a little bit slower, just to annotate like mood or attitude and all those little small things that would bring the character forth. Everybody good?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So Becky will be our narrator, and we can start whenever.
Are we sharing a script, or should I pull it up?
I'm sorry. Oh no, pull it up will be better. Yeah, I think that'll be
Okay.
better if you're able to. If not, then we can share it.
All right.
Also, is everybody
Screen
okay
share.
with recording? I'm recording this. Right? Is everybody cool with that?
Yeah,
That's fine.
Awesome. Thank you.
I have to find the script now. It was sent through Backstage, right?
Backstage, and yep, I can
Mm.
text it to you if you want.
I can find it through our emails, right, on Backstage. I think. Wait. Lazar, there we go. And then I can go to the and where is it?
You got it? Okay.
Mm.
So actually, like just to give you guys update of what's going on. Right now for shooting, what I'm really hoping to do is the date that I'm hoping for is either July 31st or August 1st. It's the last weekend of July. I had initially put a film permit with the DC government, but they just got back to me yesterday and told me that because it's like, yeah, it's because it's technically inside a park, I have to deal with NPS, and I put that permit forth. So I'm just waiting for them to for their approval. As for the interior scene, I was hoping to do the following week, but American University, we do a boot camp for new incoming students. Even though there's no class during the weekend, they still denied me that like, the use of it just in case. So that has to be pushed for. I just booked it, just the next available, which is 14th and 15th. But we can definitely work on setting up a better day that works for everybody. One decision that I made was to not rush everything to graduate by end of August. That was my plan at first. But you know what? I'd rather do a good job and finish in December than try to rush everything and put it in. So we have time, and whatever best date works for everybody. And then finally, I think you guys should start getting your. I know some packages were delivered, so be on the lookout. I try to put them all under your names, and then yeah. So just fit it, take pictures, and everything's good. Just send it to me, and I'll send you a shipping label, and then send it to me. Cool.
Did you send these boots?
Yeah, like Black History. Yeah, Jungle Jack.
Yeah. Sorry, the photo's not great, but yeah, I got some boots yesterday in the mail.
Yeah.
So Great.
Are they comfortable? Does it fit?
I haven't tried them on yet. I want to make sure you got them and they weren't like somebody else in my house or my mom's. I don't know.
Awesome. I got a pair too. I was like, I kind of like,
They're kind of nice.
Becky,
Are you ready to go?
ready to roll.
All right, if I pronounce these names correctly, then just correct them as you intend them to be pronounced. So,
No worries.
all right. We hear a montage of news reports highlighting the hunt for Joseph Kony and his crimes. Captain Amani Wadu, is that Wadu? Bursts into the
Wadud.
room, heading straight for his communications sergeant, Sergeant First Class Joe Roberts.
Tell me we got confirmation, Joe. I just put a 2-star on hold.
Confirmed it's Connie, sir.
All right, Captain Woodward, a huge grin plastered on his face, lightly punches SFC Roberts on the shoulder.
All fucking time we got that piece of shit. Have the Ugandans advised a course of action?
Negative, sir. The situation on the ground has shifted, sir.
How?
Shortly after we got a confirmation from the Ugandans, we lost contact with them.
Have you guys tried to reach out to them?
Chief Mbama had eyes on them, but couldn't reach them either.
Captain Wadu walks to the coffee maker and starts pouring himself a cup.
You didn't pull me out for a comp issue. What's up?
Sergeant Roberts hesitates for a couple of heartbeats.
10 minutes ago, we received an urgent call from Gibbs stating that
Sergeant Roberts hesitates once more.
Stating what?
the chief has gone off sick.
Captain Wadu walks up to Sergeant, his freshly poured coffee forgotten.
Hold up. I'm sorry.
I know, like, I think Andreas, I think, missed the line, so she kind of continued.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. All right, yo,
No, it's okay. It's okay.
stop messing around and report.
Sergeant Roberts straightens up.
Right after we lost contact with the Ugandan commander, his unit started pulling out, at which point Chief broke cover to intercept the Ugandan snipers who were pulling out, and he relieved them of their M24.
Everyone in the TOC holds a breath as they wait to see their commander's reaction.
Are you fucking kidding me?
No, sir. From our last communication with Gibbs, Chief is currently maneuvering closer to Connie's location.
I assume his radio's off.
Yes, sir. We tried to turn it on remotely, but he's taking out the battery.
What's Gibbs doing?
He's shouting Chief and trying to get him to disengage.
Captain Wadu looks down, his eyes shifting around.
I hope you're not doing what I think you're doing.
Sir?
Captain Wadu snaps out of his memory.
Tell Gibbs to get him on the line in the next 5 minutes. If that fails, he has the green light to trank him and drag him back.
Captain Wadu turns around to address the TOC.
I've got a 2-star on hold. I gotta go smooth shit out. I'll be back in 5 minutes. Not a fucking word leaves this TOC. Is that understood?
All occupants of the TOC reply in a unified, yes, sir. Master Sergeant Aaron Bama Gibbs, camouflaged and armed with an M4 carbine, inches forward as swiftly and covertly as the terrain allows. Approximately 10 feet ahead of him, Chief Warrant Officer Tu Arif Nista, his confiscated M24 nuzzled in his arm, low crawls toward the lip of the hill. Similarly camouflaged as his partner, he uses the densely forested hill to his advantage.
Chief, the boss is asking for you.
Focused on his task, Chief Nista does not acknowledge the comment, but keeps making his way forward.
Chief, you understand the meaning of advisor, right? Why are you...
MSG Gibbs stops, goes silent as he listens to his new orders. He closes his eyes, silently mouthing fuck, Opening his eyes, he continues moving forward.
Chief, the captain is not fucking around. We got 5 mics to reestablish comms, and by me, I mean you.
Chief Nesta just keeps moving forward. Ignored it again, MSG Gibbs slowly pulls out his tranquilizer gun.
Mama, if you so even aim that ridiculous shit in my direction,
Chief needs to rest his hand on his knife.
I'll ram this actual weapon down your throat.
MSG Gibbs stops, then slowly puts away the trank gun.
There's the asshole I know and love.
MSG Gibbs smiles big.
The boss is hella pissed already, Chief. We need to pop smoke.
Chief stops moving and looks back at MSG Gibbs.
Mama, you need to get the fuck out of here before. This is not going to be.
At the sound of commotion coming from the enemy's direction, both men freeze. The same foliage that's giving them cover is also partially obscuring the enemy from them. Their eyes scanning their surrounding, they strain to hear for any noise that might indicate danger.
Stargazer, this is Dawnstar, over.
MSG Gibbs quickly mutes his radio and pulls the earpiece out as he continues to listen for any threat. Our interior TOC day, Captain Wadu barges in.
Gave you 5 minutes. It's been 10. Chief better be on the other end of that line.
They're both offline. They went silent 2 minutes ago.
Hearing the news, as he's reaching for his cup of coffee, CPT William Wadu grabs it and smashes it against the chalkboard. He takes a calming breath, straightens his clothes, and turns to Sergeant Roberts.
Anything from the Ugandans?
Captain Wadu walks over to the board and stops a soldier who's getting ready to clean up the mess.
We were finally able to get through to General Kakuza.
Throwing the big pieces of glass in the trash, Captain Wadu grabs some paper towels.
And
The general said his unit is on route back to base. Your Ugandan counterpart told him that we were the ones who cut off communication.
Done with his task, Captain Wadu takes his seat at a picnic table with a cardboard sign that reads planning, and under it in marker mayhem.
With enemy numbers unknown and no drones to back them up, the field commander claims he had no choice but to pull out. The general agrees it was the right call.
Captain Wadu sits, seething in anger.
this field commander wouldn't happen to be Major Kakuza, the general's son.
The one and only, sir.
Captain Wadu stands up and starts pacing.
These fucking cowards. They fatten their pockets, stealing from their own people, and then stand by and watch them get slaughtered.
He stops pacing and glares at Roberts.
I need a fucking radio in my hand. And get that piece of shit my son calls Godfather on the other line.
Serial Dungle Day. After the commotion dies down, Chief Nista cautiously resumes his advance. Sergeant Roberts unmutes his radio and puts the earpiece back on.
Stargazer, this is Dawnstar, over.
Dawnstar, this is Stargazer.
Stargazer, what's your seat prep?
Dawnstar, enemy composition and strength is still unknown, but there's been some movement. We're now encroaching on the secondary overwatch position. Over.
Roger, hold for actual.
MSG Gibbs resumes his low crawl pursuit of Chief Nista.
Damn.
Sir.
Tell me you tranked that idiot.
It's Chief, sir. Wouldn't do much to piss him off.
Can you hear me? Can he hear you?
Yes, sir. He's 5 feet away.
Repeat these exact words. Nesta, if you don't get online within the next 2 minutes, I'm coming there to finish the job your ex-wife started.
Huh.
Tell that fat ass I would love to see him try.
Good news, sir. I got him back on.
Chief Nesta smiles, shaking his head at MSG Gibbs.
Jump ship to the 3rd frequency.
Jumping.
Chief Nesta grabs his radio and inputs a new frequency.
Flash and thunder.
Fire and sun.
A pregnant pause. Chief Nesta adjusts his gear.
Between the two of us, I always thought I'd be the one to lose my shit.
Chief Nesta chuckles softly.
Yeah, me too.
Captain Wadu shuffles off to a corner of the TOC to get more privacy.
What the fuck are you doing, Ness?
doing what the Ugandans should have done.
That's not your job. You're there to advise.
Funny thing happened as I watched the Ugandan soldiers pull out.
There's nothing funny about this.
I found my line in the sand, brother.
Captain Wadu looks around to make sure no one is listening.
You said we both quit if it ever became personal.
Chief Nesta starts moving again.
I guess this is me quitting.
There's no one doing this.
Chief Nesta stops and looks back at MSG Gibbs.
Bama needs to get out of here, Amani. Bonnie's people will swarm the area once I take the shot.
Captain Wadu covers his radio with his hand and looks back towards Sergeant Roberts.
Have Bama pull back 2 clicks from his position and stand by.
Roger.
Captain Wadu gets back on the radio. Chief Nesta resumes moving forward.
Think about what you're doing. This is crazy.
The sad smile creeps on Chief Nesta's face.
No. What would be crazy is letting that fucking monster go free.
Ness, listen.
Aware that he yelled, Captain Wadu glares back at the rest of the TOC before resuming his conversation more quietly.
We'll get this fucker in the end. His days are numbered. It's not worth your life.
You know this is worth more than that.
Reaching the vantage point he's been maneuvering towards, Chief Nesta halts.
How many people did we lose when the Janjaweed came to our village, to your village?
Ness,
How many?
4. My father, my sister, and my 2 cousins.
On that cursed day in April, when the Hutus came to my home, they took everyone from me. Hiding in that doghouse, I saw them butcher my brothers and my sister.
I know, brother.
And it was monsters like Coney that orchestrated both atrocities.
I know, Ness, but every breath you take is a testament to their failure. They tried to wipe us out, but instead, we made it.
How many more will suffer, as we have been, because of Coney?
How proud would your parents be if they knew what you've accomplished? How many people can say they went from being a refugee to the tip of the spear?
This is my Hitler moment, Amani. My opportunity to make this world a little better.
Think about your godson.
My only regret is that I won't see him grow up to be the womanizer I know he'll be. But I hope you'll understand when he's old enough.
Captain Wadu rubs his eyes furiously.
What's your sit?
I'm set, just waiting for the apple to come out of the heart.
Chief Nesta takes a slow breath.
Just wanted you to know that you've been a true brother to me. And
Shut the fuck up. It's not over yet.
Captain Wadu looks back towards Sergeant Roberts.
Joe, use the back channels and get the Legionnaires commander. Let them know this is urgent.
Roger.
Chief Nesta takes off his dog tags and buries them, doing his best to make sure the ground does not look disturbed.
What page are we?
Well,
We're on 12 now?
Yeah, well, yes.
Page 12, yeah.
Ness, think this through. You'll be on the run for the rest of your life. It's not too late. All this can be overlooked, and nobody will get went.
He's coming out.
Chief Nesta perks up.
Wait, please, just wait. I'm calling in some favors.
Chief Nesta minutely adjusts his grip.
What's up, brother? He's heading towards the vehicles.
Look, I can't talk you out of it, but at least let me get you a way out.
You'll be in the trap in 15.
Okay, just head to the secondary LZ. I'll get the Legionnaire to extract you and help you get off the grid.
Thank you.
Ness,
Yeah.
don't miss.
With a smile on his face, Chief Nesta takes a breath and then squeezes the trigger. We hear a loud bang. Cut to black.
That was awesome, guys. Thank you. Thank you very much. Before I say anything or get into it, any questions or any ideas or input from anyone?
I did. As far as my character,
Yeah.
seeing that he moved to the U.S. at 11.
Yeah.
Or now, is he Americanized or is he? Because I want to make sure that if I give him, the accent, then seeing that he's been in the U.S. and he's part of the U.S. Army, I just wasn't sure where you were going.
So yeah, for you, you can play it how you want. Even if you're like some of your accent comes out. Like I came to this country when I was 15. My accent was way thicker then. But regardless, in certain situations, especially when I'm angry or I'm drunk, my accent naturally comes out.
Okay.
And I heard and I did hear it. So on certain things, you did put an accent, but for the most part, it was Americanized, which is I think that was true to the real experience, at least mine, because he's gonna adapt, as opposed to Nesta, who came here, who was older when he came here, so he retained his accent, which I love, by the way, Dwayne. That was awesome.
Yeah, that was great.
That was, yeah. When he first said it, I was like, oh shit.
Yeah, I know. Okay, that was my.
So to give you guys, so there will be certain changes. I'm not really like gonna change much of the dialogue, but one concern that I had was to give it more action, to give it more, to make the film more dynamic. It is a dialogue driven film, but it can't, like, we need a little bit more activity. So especially the jungle scenes, the exterior scenes. So one cinematic element that we will be using is framing, right? So we're going to start off from the widest angle on both scenes, and we're going to tighten it up. So for the exterior, the location that I found that I really love, it has like a little dip and a little creek. And when we first come to the exterior, there's going to be an aerial shot of a dense forest. So I'll probably buy stock footage of like a Ugandan shot, right? And it's going to be moving. And from that, we will transition to Ness and Gibbs moving up. So we're going to transition from the drone moving on top of the canopy to them moving. So Ness and Gibbs are going to go from, it's not running, but hurriedly creeping forward, right? They're maneuvering slow and steady to, by the end, that's where that's when they're crawling. So we're gonna go from a wide angle, and then each time we come back to them is gonna be tighter. As for the talk, same thing. So we're gonna see Wadud, right? Like, especially when he gets angry, he's like throwing shit, whatever. So all those shots when he first comes in, so all those shots are gonna go from wide angle to tighter. So by the time when he shuffles off to the corner, the framing is tighter. So in the end, what we're doing intercut is going to be really tight. And the purpose of it is to kind of amp up the tension, to make the viewer more claustrophobic. So yeah, so I just wanted to put that out there. I hope you're okay with Dwayne and Liam. You guys are, it's not like a lot of water, but it's rocky a little bit. Are you guys cool with that kind of stuff?
Oh yeah.
I know it's not in the script. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Awesome.
We're good with that.
Okay, so tone. I think so there's only certain points, I think, for tone and delivery that I would want a specific way. The first one is Andreas, everything you did I liked. The only thing that I would want to point out is
I don't know.
when Madhu tells him, go ahead.
I know what
Can you
you're
hear
saying. Is it the Roger? I was like, what is that? Is
Oh
that
no,
like?
no, that is fine. Yeah, no.
But I
It's
wanted
just
to ask about that. Is that like an army walkie-talkie signal, or like? Does
so
that mean,
Roger.
is that like over or?
It's no. When you say Roger, like it means I comprehend and I receive your input, whatever.
I copy when they
It is
say
in the radio.
copy,
Yeah.
right? Copy
But
that.
we say it,
copy that or something. Okay.
but people say it. I know it's a radio etiquette, but as soon as somebody like your squad leader or commander, like, hey, go to Roger, and you just keep going. No, that was fine. It was the only part that I imagine, like, specifically, is right when he says stop pussyfooting, right? At that point, because you're hesitant, which you normally are not, because he's a master sergeant, right? He's an operational sergeant, which these dudes, just like Nesta, he's been in probably like 17, 18 years, right? Like a commander that's younger than him, he's not really like intimidated by him. It's just a moment because it means so much that he hesitates. But as soon as he tells him stop pussyfooting, it's like you become, you remember Star Trek? Data, Data, like all of a sudden he gets like boom, formal, and he becomes like rigid, almost robotic. So as soon as you get a solid order from your commander, then boom, he goes. So that line, right when he delivers, that just has to be like dead on straight, which was awesome. And for Bama, I don't know how you feel about the character, Liam. So for Bama, the way I envisioned him is that cocky, doesn't give a fuck, right? He does this shit not like for money or anything, but because he loves it, right? He likes the excitement. He's got that swagger, and he's like the class clown a little bit. So most of his lines are borderline
Tongue in cheek.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I said just tongue in cheek, like he's
Tongue in cheek. That'll be the
yes. Situation.
Yeah. So it's like, you know the meaning of advisor, right? Like, and the relationship between Nesta and Bama are that of friend, but also mentor and mentee.
Right.
So he does care. He's motivated by that because he's watching his mentor like go against everything that he's taught him, right? You never disobey orders. You always stick to the mission and all that. So he's kind of like put off. So he covers that up by being even more, like blasé about it, trying to kind of like have some control of the situation.
Yeah, I totally get that. Okay, he's MSG Bama? Is that
no? So Bama is a staff sergeant.
Staff sergeant. Okay.
Usually, so, yeah. So staff sergeant, you're in probably like 6 years, 7 years. You probably did Ranger and all that. Roberts is Master Sergeant, Chief, and then Captain Wadud. Okay. Any questions or any comment or any input or ideas? You can speak up too, Becky, if you have any thoughts.
Well, I mean, I was thinking more as props. That's what I've been doing, just thinking about like what props we need, just brainstorming ideas.
Yeah. So for the scenes outside, originally I had Nesta. I think I showed you the rifle, right? Yeah, the M24. And originally I only had, like, I was thinking of just that, but tactically that wouldn't make sense. So both of you would be maneuvering with like M4s. So when you're coming up, you're both. I think I'll work out. Have you ever done military things? Let me ask that first. Liam or Nesta, or
no, I was in a thing for the Army earlier this year, but I didn't handle any weapons or anything.
But so we'll like, if you don't mind, at one point, just a quick thing, like just military tactics on how when you come up into an area, how you're scanning your sites, because that's how we're gonna start. And then Dwayne, you'll have the M4 strapped to your back. So you'll start off with the M24, and then you'll start off with the M4 at the ready. And then once you crawl to the, it's going to be reversed, and we're coming back to it. Okay. I'm trying to think of anything else. Okay. So now I think I've had you guys for about like 30, 40 minutes. If we can read, do one more read through, but this time we'll just take it a little bit easier. And if you can incorporate some of the character within this one, if you can give voice to the character a little bit more, so that way we can work out the details. Is everybody cool with that? Becky, so it's not big, but just so the captain is Wadud, and then Nesta, and then
Nesta.
MSG is Master Sergeant.
Should I say Master Sergeant? Say it out.
Master Sergeant, yeah. You never disrespect the Master Sergeant calling him Sergeant. No.
I apologize. I will do that at this time.
No, I'm joking. Okay, all right.
And Wadud, right? Wadud.
Wadud, Nesta.
Wadud. Okay. All right. We hear a montage of news reports highlighting the hunt for Joseph Kony and his crimes. Captain Amani Wadud burst in the room, heading straight for his communications sergeant, Sergeant First Class Joe Roberts.
Tell me we got confirmation, Joe. I just put a 2-star on hold.
Confirm this, Connie, sir.
Captain Wadud, a huge grin plastered on his face, lightly punches Sergeant Roberts on the shoulder.
Well, fucking time we got that piece of shit. Have the Ugandans advised a course of action?
Negative, sir. The situation on the ground has shifted, sir.
How?
Shortly after we got a confirmation from the Ugandans, we lost contact with them.
Have you guys tried to reach them?
Bama had eyes on them, but couldn't reach them either.
Captain Wadud walks to the coffee maker and starts pouring himself a cup.
You didn't pull me out for a comp issue. So what's up?
Sergeant Roberts hesitates for a couple of heartbeats.
10 minutes ago, we received an urgent call from Gibbs stating that
Sergeant Roberts hesitates once more.
Stating what?
Stating that Chief has gone off script.
How so?
Captain Wadud walks up to Sergeant Roberts, his freshly poured coffee forgotten.
Stop pussyfooting around and report.
Sergeant Roberts straightens up.
Right after we lost contact with the Ugandan commander, his unit started pulling out, at which point Chief broke cover to intercept the Ugandan snipers who were pulling out, and he relieved them of their M24.
Everyone in the TOC holds a breath as they wait to see their commander's reaction.
Are you fucking with me?
No, sir. From our last communication with Gibbs, Chief is currently maneuvering closer to Connie's location.
I assume his radio is off.
Yes, sir. He tried to turn it on remotely, but he's taking out the battery.
What's Gibbs doing?
He's currently shadowing Chief and trying to get him to disengage.
Captain Wadud looks down, his eyes shifting around.
I hope you're not doing what I think you're doing.
Sir?
Captain Wadud snaps out of his reverie.
Tell Gibbs to get him on the line in the next 5 minutes. If that fails, he has the green light to trank him and drag him back.
Captain Wadud turns around to address the TOC.
I've got a 2-star on hold. I'm gonna go smooth shit out. I'll be back in 5 minutes. Not a fucking word leaves this TOC. Is that understood?
All occupants of the TOC reply in a unified, yes, sir.
Let's pause
Master-
1 second.
Yeah.
Wait, no, let's just, sorry. Just a side note, it's TOC, the Tactical Operations Center. So for this one, with Wadud, you're not for all of it, but you're gonna be tense, right? You went from being clutch in the sense that, you know, like there was, right, and you talking to your higher ups, to now finding out that, you know, like the gunners are pulling out and your man is gone. So even in there, again, one reason also to make it more dynamic, some of it you'll be like pacing. So
Right.
You'll come in high energy, that high energy transfer to anger and annoyance, to at the end kind of like, fuck it, let me just put one fire out and come back and deal with this shit. So exasperation. I don't know if that makes sense.
No, it does. It
Okay.
does.
I just want to point out like to mood and stuff like that as we go on.
The
To
transition.
better paint that the scenes.
Okay.
Go Becky.
All right.
And by the way, Andreas, thank you. That was good. I like that directed. Yeah. Sorry.
Master Sergeant Aaron Bama Gibbs, camouflaged and armed with an M4 carbine, inches forward as swiftly and covertly as the terrain allows. Approximately 10 feet ahead of him, Chief Warrant Officer 2, Arif Nesta, has his confiscated M24 nuzzled in his arm. Low crawls toward the lip of the hill. Similarly camouflaged as his partner, he uses the densely forested hill to his advantage.
Chief, the boss is asking for you.
Focused on his task, Chief Nesta does not acknowledge the comment, but keeps making his way forward.
Just one once. For most of these, you're gonna be like forcefully whispering because you're still in a tactile environment, but you're trying to get heard. Sorry.
You're good.
Focused on. Can you repeat that if you don't mind?
Yeah.
Thank you.
I'll read the whole thing. Focused on his task, Chief Nesta does not acknowledge the comment, but keeps making his way forward.
Chief, you understand the meaning of advisor, right? Why are you...
Master Sergeant Gibbs stops, goes silent as he listens to his new orders, closes his eyes, silently mouthing fuck. Opening his eyes, he continues moving forward.
Chief, the captain is not fucking around. We got 5 minutes to reestablish comms. And by we, I mean you.
Chief Nesta just keeps moving forward. Ignoring it again, Master Sergeant Gibbs slowly pulls out his tranquilizer gun.
And the weapon down your throat.
Master Sergeant Gibbs stops, then slowly puts away the trank gun.
There's the asshole I know and love.
Master Sergeant Gibbs smiles big.
The boss is hella pissed already, Chief. We need to pop smoke.
Chief Nesta stops moving and looks back at Master Sergeant Gibbs.
Bama, you need to get out of here before. This is not good.
At the sound of commotion coming from the enemy's direction, both men freeze. The same foliage that's giving them cover is also partially obscuring the enemy from them. Their eyes scanning their surrounding, they strain to hear for any noise that might indicate danger.
Stargazer, this is Dawn Star, over.
Master Sergeant Gibbs quickly mutes his radio and pulls the earpiece out as he continues to listen for any threat. Captain Wadud barges in.
I gave you 5 minutes. It's been 10. Chief better be on the other end of that line.
They're both offline. They went silent 2 minutes ago.
Hearing the news as he's reaching for his cup of coffee, Captain Wadud grabs it and smashes it against the chalkboard. He takes a calming breath, straightens his clothes, and turns towards Sergeant Roberts.
Anything from the Ugandans?
Captain Wadud walks over to the board and stops a soldier who's getting ready to clean the mess.
We're finally able to get through to General Kakuza.
Throwing the big pieces of glass in the trash, Captain Wadud grabs some paper towels.
And
The general said his unit is en route back to base. Your Ugandan counterpart told him that we were the ones who cut off communication.
Done with his task, Captain Wadud takes a seat at a picnic table with a cardboard sign that reads planning, and under it a marker, mayhem.
With enemy numbers unknown and no drones to back them up, the field commander claims he had no choice but to pull out. The general agrees it was the right call.
Captain Wadud sits seething in anger.
this field commander wouldn't happen to be Major Kakuza, the general's son.
The one and only, sir.
Captain Wadud stands up and starts pacing.
These fucking cowards. They fatten their pockets, stealing from their own people, and then stand by and watch them get slaughtered.
He stops pacing and glares at Roberts.
I need a fucking radio in my hand. And get that piece of shit my son calls Godfather on the other line.
After the commotion dies down, Chief Nesta cautiously resumes his advance. Sergeant Roberts unmutes his radio and puts the earpiece back on.
Stargazer, this is Dawnstar, over.
Dawnstar, this is Stargazer.
Stargazer, what's your seat rep?
Dawnstar, enemy composition and strength is still unknown, but there's been some movement. We're now encroaching on the secondary overwatch position. Over.
Roger, hold for actual.
Master Sergeant Gibbs resumes his low crawl pursuit of Chief Nesta.
Bama,
Sir,
tell me you tranked that idiot.
it's Chief, sir. Wouldn't do much to piss him off.
Can he hear you?
Yes, sir. He's 5 feet away.
Repeat these exact words. Nesta, if you don't get online within the next 2 minutes, I'm coming there to finish the job your ex-wife started.
If that matters, I would love to see him try.
Good news, sir. I got him back on.
Chief Nesta smiles, shaking his head at Master Sergeant Gibbs.
Jump ship to 3rd frequency.
Jumping.
Chief Nesta grabs his radio and inputs a new frequency.
Fire and Sun.
A pregnant pause. Chief Nesta adjusts his gear.
Between the two of us, I always thought I'd be the one to lose my shit.
Chief Nesta chuckles softly.
Yeah, me too.
Captain Wadud shuffles off to a corner of the talk to get more privacy.
What the fuck are you doing, Ness?
Doing what the Ugandans should have done.
That's not
What
your
the-
job. You're there
I'm
to
sorry.
advise.
1 second. Just to point something, I apologize for interrupting. So now this is where it shifts from being a commander and a soldier to two brothers, right? So now you're kind of like coming out of the military mindset and going into that brotherhood. So you'll be in the corner. This is gonna be tighter on both of you, right? Like the frame will be tighter. It's like, what the fuck are you doing, Ness? Right? Like it's now you're talking to your best friend. Same thing with Nesta, like back and forth. Now that all that rank and all that shit's gone for once in this dialogue. Once that's established. Sorry, go ahead.
Can we start? Can we start at the top?
Yeah,
of the
yeah, we'll
scene?
start. Yeah.
Okay.
So 5.
Yeah. Bye.
A 5? Page 5?
Yeah.
Captain Wadud shuffles off to a corner of the talk to get more privacy. So we are starting.
What the fuck are you doing, Ness?
Doing what the Uganda should have done.
That's not your job. You're there to advise.
Funny thing happened as I watched the Ugandan soldiers pull out.
There's nothing funny about this.
I found my line in the sand, brother.
Captain Wadud looks around to make sure no one is listening.
You said we both quit if it ever got personal.
Chief Nesta starts moving again.
There's no one doing this.
Chief Nesta stops and looks back at Master Sergeant Gibbs.
Aman needs to get out of here, Amani. Connie's people will swarm the area once I take the shot.
Captain Wadud covers his radio with his hand and looks back towards Sergeant Roberts.
Have Bam pull back 2 clicks and from his position and stand by.
Roger.
Captain Wadud gets back on the radio. Chief Nesta resumes moving forward.
Think about what you're doing. This is crazy.
A sad smile creeps on Chief Nesta's face.
Oh, crazy. I think fucking month.
Ness, listen.
Aware that he yelled, Captain Wadud glares back at the rest of the talk before resuming his conversation more quietly.
Look, we'll get this fucker in the end. His days are numbered. It's not worth your life.
You know, this is worth more than that.
Reaching the vantage point he's been maneuvering towards, Chief Nesta halts.
Many people did you lose when the Janjaweed came to your village?
Ness,
Many.
4. My father, my sister, and my 2 cousins.
On that cursed day in April, when the Hutus came to my home, they took everyone from me. Hiding in that doghouse, I saw them butcher my brothers and my sister.
I know, brother.
It was monsters like Connie that orchestrated both atrocities.
I know, Ness. But every breath you take is a testament to their failure. They tried to wipe us out, but instead, we made it.
How many more will suffer as we have because of Connie?
How proud would your parents be if they knew what you've accomplished? How many people can say that they went from a refugee to the tip of the spear?
This is my Hitler moment, Amani. My opportunity to make this world a little better.
Think about your godson.
My only regret is that I won't see him grow up to be the woman as I know he'll be. But I hope he'll understand when he's old enough.
Captain Wadud rubs his eyes furiously.
What's your sit?
I'm set. Just waiting for the asshole to come out of the hut.
Chief Nesta takes a slow breath.
You've been a brother to me. And
Shut the fuck up. This is not over yet.
Captain Wadud looks back towards Sergeant Roberts.
Joe, use the back channels and get the Legionnaire commander. Let him know it's urgent.
Roger.
Chief Nesta takes off his dog tags and buries them, doing his best to make sure the ground does not look disturbed.
Ness, think this through. You'll be running for the rest of your life. It's not too late. All this can be overlooked and nobody will get wind.
he's coming out.
Chief Nesta perks up.
Wait, please, just wait. I'm calling in some favors.
Chief Nesta minutely adjusts his grip.
But yeah,
I can't talk you out of it, but at least let me get you a way out.
you'll be in the trap in 15.
Okay, just head to the second LZ, and I'll get the Legionnaire to extract you and get you off the grid. Ness.
Yeah.
Don't miss.
With a smile on his face, Chief Nesta takes a breath and then squeezes the trigger. We hear a loud bang. Cut to black.
Thank you. That was fantastic. I could feel some of the energy coming alive, right? Especially between Wadud and Nesta. Any questions, any comments, concerns?
I got one.
Go ahead.
Anything for Gibbs that you feel like is a part of his character that maybe I wouldn't know that you're thinking about that might make a difference?
I really love how you portrayed him, even from your audition was dope.
Okay.
The
Great.
only thing I just wanted to add was just that little bit of humor. That's it. What I told you, everything was good. Because and then whatever you feel that character, you know, like maybe it might, and this goes for everybody. If you feel at a certain point the character needs to change a little bit to accommodate whatever, or to be true to that character's mentality and thinking, let me know. Like I told you, this is a working together. You know, like this is it's a group project. So any input, all that is appreciated.
I did have one other question. Sorry.
Go ahead.
You mentioned the movie Lone Survivor. I
Yeah.
have yet to watch it, but is it when I do watch it, am I looking for the main guy, Mark Wahlberg, in that movie? Is that what you were comparing me to?
So for that film, I pointed that because one, they do a great job of maneuvering within a forest, and there are certain characters there is I wanted you to see the dynamic between the team members.
Gotcha.
Because at that level, so I'm regular army, right? At my level, everybody's concerned about rank. Everybody's, like it's you use rank as a weapon or a crutch, right? But at that level, it's more of a brotherhood. I'm not saying it doesn't exist on it, but at that level, nobody cares. It's that dynamic, even though there's rank. And then also because how you guys going to be dressed are somewhat on the lower budget. You're going to be dressed similarly, but on the lower budget. So I wanted you to get an idea on it. I'm trying to think anything else. Becky, did you have any questions for scenes?
I had one thought. So Robert tells Gibbs, to back up. Is there going to be any sort of coverage of sort of Gibbs acknowledging, Nesta leaving, it's kind of them acknowledging that, Nesta's going for this and he's leaving? Is there just any sort of acknowledgement between the two of them? That was just one thing I didn't notice in the script.
No, that's valid. So at that point it's a little bit of a cover your ass, right? Like just in case they can't switch, he can't convince Nesta to fall back. At least one personnel will be, wouldn't be in the same shit that Ness is gonna be. One thing, so for Ness, Dwayne, this is a suicide mission. He knows it. So going in is kind of just like, fuck it, I'm done. And he doesn't want to take his his brother or his mentee along with him. So that's why he keeps pushing to go for it. I don't know actually, let me ask you guys a question. The fact that we don't acknowledge anything of Gibbs leaving or anything like that, do you feel like it's missing or should be acknowledged, or it's okay as it goes? Anybody can.
I think his retreat should be something.
Should be, okay.
Yeah, because maybe he doesn't want to leave, but it's because I feel like that's something that he wouldn't feel right leaving Ness behind.
Yeah.
But also that's also Nesta's order, so you can't just disobey orders either.
So I agree. I think because originally I had it was longer, but obviously with page count I was trying to shorten it, so to try to tighten it, but I'll work out a little bit something. At least he'll put a hand, a hand on your shoulder for Dwayne or something before he leaves. And then, okay, I'll work that out. Anything else? No. I thank you guys so much. It helps to hear it, right? When you're sitting there in your head, it doesn't really help out. But you guys giving voice to these characters and bringing them live, it helps a lot. I'll make a few adjustments, and I saw some things that were not like dialogue, just small little things that wouldn't work. So it's not going to be a big change. I'll work on it right now and then send you guys the final script. Other than that, I'll keep you posted on the dates for the shoot. So tentatively for now, for Liam and Dwayne, we're looking at July 31st and August 1st. And for Andreas and MD, we're looking at August 14th and 15th. So I know I'm telling you guys both 2 days. They're both going to be day shoots, but I'm just blocking off those 2 days just in case we have to come back and reshoot. Okay.
Right? August 14th and 15th, right?
Yes, sir. Thank you guys so much. Yeah, go ahead.
I just have one more suggestion.
Sure.
Now, when it transitions to more of our personal conversation, the dialogue between me and Nesta, I was thinking maybe that's when the accent can actually become thicker because of their personal relationship.
Yeah,
right.
I actually, you remember when me and you talked? Yeah, you remember I said it's like trying to convince a drunk friend not to drive, right?
Mm-hmm.
You know, so yeah, like in those, it's that frustration of like, what the fuck are you doing? Like you're going towards your death, and it's the loss of a brother. So yeah, I agree. So because these become more emotional, so the more there's emotion, the more likely the accent will come out. So that's a good point. Yeah, that'll be dope.
All right.
Because you also transition from being the commander to being the brother. So that's So some kind of cue I think would be appropriate in that scene. Awesome. Thank you.
Okay. Yeah.
Anybody else?
You said
No.
the last weekend in July and the first day of August. Is that right?
Yeah, so July 31st, Saturday, and then August 1st, which is the Sunday.
Okay, great.
So
Um,
we'll plan for the shoot date to be July 31st, that Saturday. But just in case I'm gonna work out, we'll have the Sunday as a backup. As for for you, MD and Andres, we're gonna be shooting that Sunday, the 15th. The Saturday we'll set up the studio, and then we'll shoot that Sunday. I think we should be good because the studio we have more control, and it's our school, right? Like we can come in and out. It was just the exterior. It's gonna be trouble, yeah. So hopefully, fingers crossed. But if both these days do not work for someone, and then depending on what I hear back from the for MPS, we'll adjust and then we'll find a new date. So there's no rush. I'd rather do it right than rush it right.
No, that
I don't get to work with Liam or Dwayne.
Oh, you say that again?
I said I don't get to work with Liam or Dwayne.
Well, you're welcome to come and then run do lines.
My
Oh, so you don't want to work with
you, yeah.
He doesn't want to work with me.
who said that?
You don't want to work with me? What's going on, Andres? I thought
Who
we were
said,
cool.
no, I'm working with you, right? So
Like,
no, that's perfect. I mean, I was seeing you 2 days in a row, but I was saying, and Becky, I'm guessing you'll be around, right?
Yeah, I'm gonna be like, with props and like, the designs. I'll be there all days, even before you guys are
Yeah.
there. Yeah.
So yeah,
So
see you.
originally, actually, originally I was gonna have a lot more people here. But then my advisor just told me not to do that. So that's why, because at first I was like, hey, I'm the type of like everybody together, right? But she's like, no, give the actors their space, and I agreed. So I hope it was okay to have Becky here. But the crew will probably be total. Will probably, not including me and Becky's, probably going to be 5 more, and they're all good people. Yeah.
Great.
works.
I'm excited. I look forward to meeting you guys in person, and I look forward to making this happen. And thank you guys so much. I appreciate your time.
All right.
Great.
Perfect.
Thank you.
If you want a recording of this, let me know. I'll download it, and then if anybody wants it, I'll make it available to you guys.
I would actually be curious to see if you don't mind.
Okay. So what I'll do is like I'll post it to maybe like YouTube, and then I'll email everybody the link so that way you can click it. Cool.
Great.
Thank you.
Alazar,
Have a
just
good
for you,
day.
everyone else, please. I have a question for you, Alazar. Everyone
Yeah,
else, not for everyone else. Just since we're gonna meet tomorrow about going over props, we'll just do it now since we're both on. I don't know if you do anything else after, but
Sure, we can do it. Yeah, I'm cool with that.
I guess
Yeah.
we should. What should be the next thing we expect to hear from you? For like, are we doing another one of these at some point, or?
So, the next time I did want because I wanted to review the tapes, look out, and then process that. I was gonna ask you guys, would everybody be okay? So the next one will be way shorter than it is now. And then so for me, I'm gonna review the tape and then kind of like smooth stuff out and write down ideas. Whatever notes, if I have any substantial notes, I'll send that to you guys, give you guys a little bit of time to digest it. And then maybe we can just come back and do one run through. The only thing I didn't mention, because I know it's been hard to kind of get a set date for everybody, but if Wednesday this time same time works, maybe we can do so next week or the following. No,
Thursday.
yeah.
Thursday.
No, wait, Wednesday. Oh, Thursday. Sorry, Thursday. Yeah, my bad. Thank you. If that works, we can do in a week or in 2.
I can do next Wednesday. Or wait,
Thursday.
I cannot do Thursday. Sorry.
I mean, I think.
What's everybody's schedule like next week?
Huh?
Thursday is the only day I can't do.
Which one? This one?
We can do Wednesday. We can block Wednesday, 7 p.m.
August.
I'm gonna have to let you know in a couple of days. Things
Okay.
is kinda-
Oh, I know you're out of town. Okay, but we'll work. Same thing that we did. We'll work it out, and then we'll
Yeah.
try to find.
Let's email and stuff better, right? Just to make
Yeah.
sure.
I'm not
My
going to put you on the spot
always
right now.
Fluctuates and goes like from one direction to another.
You know.
For everybody else's.
Well, thank you guys very much. I'm not going to hold you anymore. I think that's been an hour. Thank you.
Thank you, everybody.
Bye, everyone.
Nice
Great
meeting
meeting
you
you
all.
all.
Bye-bye.
I'm gonna stop recording.
Oh my God, where is the exit to the, oh, I got it.